welcome back to Daily English Talking. It's your host, Linda, and today we have a super exciting episode. And as always, I'm here with the one and only Jay. Hey, Jay, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Linda. Though, I think I forgot where I put my keys this morning, so maybe today's episode is exactly what I need.
That's perfect timing. Maybe by the end of the podcast, you'll remember not just your keys, but also your responsibilities.
Wow, that was fast. 1 minute in, and I'm already getting roasted.
It's love, Jay. Podcast love. How's your week been?
Busy. I tried to study something new every day, but my brain said, nah, bro, try again tomorrow. I swear my brain has a snooze button.
Same. Yesterday, I opened a book, read one page, then somehow ended up scrolling on my phone for an hour. Classic modern student problem.
Exactly. And meanwhile, Japanese students are out there memorizing entire textbooks like it's nothing. I'm jealous.
That brings us perfectly to today's topic, how to remember everything like the Japanese students. Study less for real. People always wonder why Japanese students seem so efficient and disciplined.
Yeah, they study smarter, not harder. Something I desperately need. My smart strategy right now is drinking more coffee and hoping for miracles.
Coffee is not a memory technique, Jay.
Then why does it feel magical?
That's caffeine, not magic. Anyway, let's dive in. Jay, what do you think is the biggest secret behind Japanese students' ability to remember so much?
Honestly, I think it's their system. They have routines, methods, and they repeat things in ways that stick. It's not about genius, it's structure.
True. One famous technique they use is spaced repetition. Instead of studying something once for 2 hours, they study it multiple times in short sessions over several days.
Right, because the brain remembers better when it revisits information at intervals. If you cram, you forget. If you space out your review, you build long-term memory.
Speaking of spacing out, Jay spaces out all the time.
Hey, that's a different type of spacing out, and it's not my choice. My brain just goes on vacation sometimes.
Well, we're going to bring it back today. Another technique Japanese students use is active recall. Instead of rereading information, they force themselves to produce the answer from memory.
That's powerful. It's like training a muscle. If you only look at the answer, your brain gets lazy. But if you try to recall it, your brain says, okay, fine, I'll store it properly.
Exactly. And they combine that with something interesting, making tiny notes. Japanese students love small notebooks.
I've seen that. They have these mini books filled with color-coded notes that look like art.
And the reason they work is because small notes force you to summarize. You put only the essentials. When you summarize, you understand.
I should try that. My notes look like I'm writing a novel. I think my notebook weighs more than my laptop.
That's because you write every detail. Japanese students write less, but understand more.
So the secret is shorter notes, stronger brain.
Exactly. And speaking of notes, color coding is huge in Japan. They use colors based on categories, like blue for definitions, red for important keywords, green for formulas.
My notes use one color, sadness, because they look messy.
That's not a color, Jay.
It is in my heart.
Oh my God. Okay, moving on. Another major thing is mental association. Japanese students love visual connections. They draw simple doodles or create mnemonics.
Mnemonics are so underrated. Like if you want to remember something complicated, create a story around it. The brain loves stories.
Exactly, and stories help you picture the idea instead of just reading it. For example, when memorizing English vocabulary, they might link the word to an image, a memory, or even a joke.
Jokes are great. I once remembered the word photosynthesis because I imagined a plant taking a selfie while charging from the sun.
That is the most J thing I've ever heard.
But it worked. I never forgot it.
See, that's the point. Memory becomes stronger when it's fun, humorous, or emotional. Japanese students understand that.
Another thing I admire is how they review daily. Not for hours, sometimes just 10 minutes, but every single day.
Daily small habits beat random long sessions. Consistency builds mastery.
Which is why I should probably stop studying only when I panic before an exam.
Yes, you should. Panic studying is not a recognized technique.
Not yet. Give me time.
No, Jay, just no.
Fine. But here's something people forget. Japanese students also know when to rest. Their system includes breaks because the brain learns better when you give it time to breathe.
Absolutely. Study for 30 minutes, rest for 5. It increases focus and boosts retention.
I usually rest for 30 and study for 5. Does that still work?
That's called procrastination.
Oh, I thought I invented a new technique.
Nope, already invented. It's called being human.
Fair enough. You know what else Japanese students use? Environment control. Their study areas are clean, simple, and distraction-free.
Yes, minimalist study spaces help the brain concentrate. Meanwhile, your desk looks like a battlefield.
Hey, it's organized chaos.
Jay, you once lost your pen under a sandwich.
I was saving that sandwich.
For who? Archaeologists?
Maybe?
Anyway, environment matters. When you study in a calm space, your brain focuses better, your memory improves, and you feel less stressed.
Another thing I noticed is they often study together. Group review, discussing answers, it helps reinforce learning.
Teaching someone else is one of the strongest memory tools. When you explain something, you remember it deeply.
So if I explain something to you, I learn better.
Yes. Okay, then here's a lesson. Always check your bag for sandwiches before searching for pens. Jay, that lesson teaches nothing.
It teaches survival.
Moving on, another Japanese method is Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. Instead of big dramatic changes, they focus on small, daily progress.
I like that. Tiny improvements add up. Even if you just learn one new word a day, that's 365 words a year.
Exactly. Consistency beats intensity, and that mindset removes pressure.
So the real secret is not magic, it's attitude.
Yes, Japanese students believe effort leads to ability. They build discipline like a habit, not a burden.
You know what? I feel inspired now. Maybe after this podcast, I'll clean my desk.
Just cleaning your desk is already a study technique.
Wow, I'm improving already. Kaizen, baby.
And if you combine everything we talked about, spaced repetition, active recall, tiny nodes, color coding, mnemonics, consistency, clean spaces, you'll remember more, study less, and feel more confident.
I love that. And honestly, even if you're not studying Japanese style, anyone can apply these techniques.
Before we wrap up, Jay, what do you think is the most important tip listeners should try today?
I'd say active recall. It's simple. Close your book, test yourself, repeat. If you do that daily, you'll remember anything.
I agree. My pick would be making small notes. Summarizing helps your brain process information deeply.
And don't forget mnemonics, especially funny ones. Make your brain laugh.
That should be our new slogan. Laugh more, remember more.
Copyright that before someone else takes it.
All right, everyone, that's the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed learning how Japanese students remember everything while studying less.
And we hope you start applying at least one technique today. Your memory will thank you.
This is Linda
And Jay.
from Daily English Talking. Thanks for listening and see you next time.
And don't lose your keys like me.
Bye, everyone.